Hi everyone, this is Cindy here, and some of you have asked about editing the templates and had some questions about that. Some of you have asked me if the templates are editable in Lightroom or ON1 software, and unfortunately they are not, only in Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. So I wanted to do a quick little demo for those of you who may have questions and may not be too familiar with Photoshop. So I'm pulling up a page out of the newest magazine template, which is the branding magazine template, and I'm going to show you how to insert a photo into it. So if you can see my screen, I'll try to scoot it over a little bit. The photo mask top, we're going to insert a photo into there. So I'm going to do File, Open. I'm going to pull in a photo. I'm going to choose brand 1. And here's my photo. And what I like to do is take the marquee tool and I go Edit, Copy, and then I go back to the photo mask that I want to insert that image into and make sure that's selected. Then I go Edit and Paste. And then I want to make sure that this image in the layers, in the order, the layer is above the photo mask that I want to insert it into. And so this one is. So I'm going to click on the layer that has a photo in it. And then I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to go to Control, right click, and it says Create Clipping Mask. So I'm going to create Clipping Mask. And it automatically put the photo into the photo mask. So the next thing we have to do is size it down. Now you can have cropped the image before doing this if you like to. I just always size it down once it's within the photo mask layer. So I go to Edit and Free Transform. Again, you can use a quick keys if you like. I'm not really a quick key kind of person, so I always use the drop down menus. I go to Free Transform, and then this will come up. You hold on a Mac, again Shift, and you will drag on the edges of this to get the image down, and then let go. And then we click on the top tool in our toolbox to apply the transformation. And then it's hard to see here. There we go. Then we have it here. So I just hit apply so we can move it around now. And we can see that it's still too big. So we're going to do that again. Edit, Free Transform, and then hold the Shift key down and then size it down even further, and then apply the transformation. And then drag it, and it looks good there. So I'm going to do that for the other two real quick, just so you can see again the repetition to help you know how to insert the photos. So brand 2, insert, and then I select it, edit, copy, and then I make sure my photo mask, the middle one, is selected, and I go edit, paste, and then I click on the layer again and I go to create clipping mask, and then edit, free transform, and then I hit Shift and I pull it down by the corner, and then I like it like that, and then I will apply the transformation. And I'll do one more. Let's see here, make sure my photo mask is selected, File, Open, branding 3, and edit, copy, and this photo here is by Shelby Ray. Oops, I'm on the wrong page here. And then edit, paste, and then right click in the layers file, Control click, and then create clipping mask, and then edit, free transform, and then shift and pull it down by the edges, and then let go of the shift button, and then just click on it with my mouse to move it around where I like it. And then you can see how Photoshop gives you those purple guidelines there to make sure everything's lined up properly. And then we click on apply. Okay, so that has all the images in there now. And the next thing I want to show you on this page is just editing the text, the color of the text. Let's see, not complete because of program error. I hope it's not giving me any errors right now. So let's click on this text right here, because you notice this particular template uses some different color fonts within that word there. So all you do is you click on that letter, and you see up here the color swatch tool. You can click on that, and you can, make it black if you want to have all the colors the same. And there you go. There's also another way you can edit the colors, is you go ahead and click on this layer if you want to edit that whole word, the colors, where it says pricing, double click on it. And then you click on color overlay and see it, click on that red box there. See, it made it red automatically, but you can also drag it around, and if you want different colors here, see how it's changing the colors. So you can change it to whatever colors your photography business brand is. But let's go ahead and just leave it black again and hit OK. And there's some other things I wanted to mention. So the text here, if you want to edit the text, you just simply make sure the text tool is selected, and then click on the text and then highlight it to type in your text and type right over it. Like, for example, 8 hours, 2 photographers, for example. You can type whatever you want in your packages. And some people have mentioned to me how this text here in the template is a different language, and asked if there's any way to change it. And basically this is on purpose. This is just generic text that I put in there as a placeholder, because I know everybody's pricing and packaging is a lot different. So this is just to hold your text there, and you can type in the information for your packages. So there's that. And I want to show you also the cover page here. Here's the cover for the Personal Branding Magazine. I'm going to insert the photo. Again, make sure we're selected the photo mask layer, and then open. Click on Branding 0. And then again, I'm going to select it, edit copy, and then edit paste. Okay, and this one pasted right in there perfectly. We don't have to move it. This one was sized ahead of time, so that's why it came out nicely. Some things I wanted to show you here. For example, I have a white block layer, and you can change that. If you want to change the color of it, double click on it. Again, the same thing with the font. Click on color overlay, and it defaults to that red, but you can change it to any color you like if you want something like that. So you can change that. And if you want to remove it altogether, you can do that as well. But you can see the reason I added that white block on here is because you can't read the text. So if you have an image that you want to use and you want to make it even more minimal, just remove that block. Just make sure you can read the text really well. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is about the fonts. If you open up the file in Photoshop and it says to resolve, it asks you to resolve the fonts. If you don't have the fonts on your computer, it'll give you a message. So all you have to do is look for them online and download them. And for the most part, most all the fonts that I use in the magazine templates are free fonts. But there are some that are paid fonts. For example, this word personal, this was a font that I purchased, and because of licensing issues, I can't share the font, give it out, obviously. So what I did on this is I made this a smart object. So you can't edit this word personal, but if you click on the tool up at the top of your toolbar, you can move it around. So that's basically all you can do with smart objects. Actually, take that back. You can also change the colors of the smart objects. So just double click on the layer and hit the color overlay. The words then, that's the same font. So if you click on that layer, again, you can move it around, but you just can't edit it. But the other fonts you can edit. So feel free, if you want to substitute out this font, you can, to make it more customized to your own photography studio branding. You can do that as well. And then, like I was saying, the free fonts, I list all the free fonts in a PDF that comes with the templates. And for example, this one right here is Josephine Sans Bold font. So most of the time, Font Squirrel has all the free fonts, but the easiest way to do is to type in the font Sans Bold and type in the words free font and hit enter in Google, and then it'll take you directly to that font, and you can click on the download TTF, and then at the bottom it'll pull up a zip folder, and then you just click on the zip file, and then over here, here's your font. You just double click on that, and you click install font, and it gives you all the variations of the font, and I tell you which ones I use in the template. For example, this one I only use the bold, but if I were you, I'd go ahead and install all the different variations just so you have them. So hopefully this, let me exit out of here. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions at all, you can email me info@magazinemama.com, or feel free to write your questions in the comments below. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later.